In the past 17 years, the children under the age of 2 that have not received the proper vaccinations has quadrupled. Children at this young of an age should be vaccinated because the kids that do not receive these proper shots, when needed, have a higher risk of attaining deadly diseases and give a bigger health risk to the general public. The anti-vax movement has been around for longer than what the media has shown us. The refusal of vaccines has been around for as long as vaccines have been around. The earliest case was in England and in the US in the mid to late 1800s, and this resulted in the anti-vax leagues. The smallpox vaccine started in the early 1800s when a physician named Edward Jenner discovered he could protect a child from the smallpox disease if the child was injected with lymph from a cowpox blister. There was immediate criticism from the public, and this rationale of criticism varied. It included sanitary, religious, scientific, and political objections. The people who were afraid about getting this vaccination because of what was going into their bodies, some thought it was unchristian because the vaccination was coming from an animal, and simply some didn't trust the vaccine in general. One of the biggest questions on the anti-vax movement is why don't parents get their kids the proper shots? Why wouldn't they want to protect their babies from a harmful and possibly deadly disease, or something as common as chickenpox? These are all great questions, and according to advisory.com, a professor named Jennifer Reich interviewed parents who consider themselves anti-vax. To some parents, they believe they should gather information so they can make informed decisions without feeling pressure from professionals. Some other beliefs of anti-vax parents: if they help their kids have healthy lifestyle choices, then this could lead to immunity from deadly diseases. However, some parents believe their kids' immune system would be stronger if they are able to attain vaccine-preventable illnesses. Another reason is some parents don't think they're safe because the federal agencies are approving too close to the pharmaceutical industry. According to the article, there are two types of anti-vax parents. Type 1, there are the people who don't believe the vaccines work in general. And then type 2 is a larger and more interesting. They believe in them but don't want them for their children, or just don't want all of them because they're feeling pressure from doctors. The opposite of the last question I asked is why do parents want to vaccinate their kids? This question is a little bit easier to answer. And according to vaccines.gov, the most five important reasons to vaccinate your children are: 1, immunizations can save a child's life; 2, they are safe and effective; 3, they can protect others; 4, they can save family time and money; and 5, they protect future generations. Now, reasons 1 through 3 are common knowledge, so I will not elaborate on them. However, reason 4, some children are denied access to school because of the diseases that could happen if they aren't vaccinated. And if they aren't vaccinated, they can have lifelong disabilities, which can lead to lost time at work and/or medical bills. And for reason 5, some vaccinations have reduced and sometimes eliminated diseases that have killed. Some vaccinations have reduced and sometimes eliminate diseases that have killed people in past generations of a family. Now, I'm not hating on either group, but since 90% of children do not have their shots for deadly diseases, this should be a sign to parents to get their children the proper vaccinations when needed. The vaccination acts were put in place for a reason, but since they weren't followed since 2001, the number has quadrupled because parents haven't given their kids the proper vaccinations, and only 85% of children are getting the shots they need.